Welcome back to the Two Blues podcast and to another spanking. Fucking hell. I can't believe I was more up for tonight than all 11 of those Chelsea players combined. What the fuck have I just witnessed? That was diabolical, embarrassing. I don't know how to go further than that. I don't know how to put more emphasis on how bad that performance was. Front to back, 0 out of 10. Every single player. Cole Palmer, 0 out of 10. Philip Jorgensen, 0 out of 10. Trevor Chalobah, 0 out of 10. Caicedo, 0 out of 10. What the fuck has happened to Chelsea? What the fuck has happened to this club? I'm convinced Brighton have done a number on us. I'm convinced the Brighton are doing an inside job. I'm convinced the Brighton have sent us Winston Lee and Stewart to get one over on us. I do not understand how we have spunked £400 million on this Brighton squad, recruitment, sporting directors, and we are worse off. I mean, welcome back to the Two Blues podcast. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. But fuck me, we ain't here to fucking talk about subscriptions. We ain't here to talk about thumbs up. Winston Lee out. Stewart out. Clear Lake out. It will take a few more games for me to be Maresca out. I think I've seen enough in the first half of the season to like what this manager does. But the fact that he's a mouthpiece for this fucking god-awful organisation, this revolving door of dollar bills. Brother, we are never, ever, ever going to get back to the Abramovich era. We're never going back. We're never, ever going to be the same team. Chelsea fans singing Roman's name for 90 minutes. Chelsea fans singing nothing but Roman Abramovich in the half-time. Shows you exactly where we are. Listen, unprecedented era for any football team, let alone Chelsea, in the last few years. To have someone have to forfeit the club and give it up and have to... Listen, no one was expecting a quick turnover, a quick transition. But what is it? 3 seasons, 4 windows. Not even... not even no trophies. Nowhere near. Nowhere near even challenging. And tonight was, I'd argue, worst performance of the Clear Lake era. Worst 90 minutes of the Todd Boehly era. Worst 90 minutes that I've seen from Chelsea this season, hands down. Last season, probably inclusive. I mean, last season, it was the Brentford game that got me to be Poch out. I can't even remember the final score. We might even have drawn that game. I'm pretty sure we lost. But the Brentford game, it was like past mid-season where I was Poch out. I'm still Maresca. I'm still giving him time. I'm still not at that point. I still haven't reached that point with Maresca. But you know what? Tonight was so much worse than anything Poch put on. Not a single performance under Pochettino could compare to tonight. That was diabolical. I said to 4, 5 people during the game, I could have done better. And I'm not a bad footballer, bro. I'm a good... listen, I got my vices. I smoke, drink. I would have done better than Colwell tonight. Better than Chalobah. Better than Nkunku. Bro, I was looking at Nkunku's stats first half. It was like, oh, yeah, 100% pass completion. I ain't seen this, brother. I ain't heard this, brother, on commentary. He has not done a single effectual thing. There is still people out there saying, oh, Jackson's the problem. Jackson is the solution. If you have not watched tonight and realised how much we miss Nicholas Jackson, I don't know why I go on for you. Your football knowledge is in the bin, bro. Not even off the charts, it's in the bin. Nicholas Jackson is quintessential to this football team. Nicholas Jackson is more important to this Chelsea team than Cole Palmer, who was fucking diabolical tonight. And people are very scared to call out Cole Palmer. Team as a whole was shit, but Cole Palmer, bruv, the fuck were you on tonight? Throwing your hands up every single time a pass went awry. Listen, I know you're better than everyone else. And I know you don't want to pass to other people because you can do what they can't. Fucking not on tonight. getting the ball and doing it himself because he didn't trust other people, then not passing to other people, throwing his hands up whenever the ball didn't go his way. Listen, I know we should be looking at this guy as the central figure, as the focal point of our attacks. Everything good goes through him. But that's not to say we can't branch out. That's not to say he's got to throw his hands up every time someone doesn't pass to him. And yeah, not a big fan of him tonight, but fuck me. I mean, across the board, I can't dig out Palmer. I can't dig out. There are so many poor performances tonight. I can't sit here and dig out Cole Palmer after what he's done for us, after what he's given us in the last 24 months. No way I can dig out Cole Palmer. The only other player that I'll give a gimme to tonight was Caicedo, because I don't think he played well, nowhere near his usual performance. But in the first half, he was pretty solid, and he was he was in the book, and he was on his own the entirety of that game. Not even the second half. Enzo Fernandez was nowhere to be found. Caicedo was dealing with 4 or 5 attacking midfielders at any one given point. I can't really give too much criticism to Caicedo tonight. I know he had a poor game by his standards, but overall, I think he is probably one of the better players in that 11 tonight. Other than that, there is no praise from me. Nothing. Absolute diabolical. I just can't. Abdi, I've just seen you comment on the TikTok. You have to comment on the YouTube if you want me to talk, because I'm not going to be responding to the TikTok. Also, yeah, if you're watching on the Instagram, on the TikTok, go over to the YouTube, link in my bio, where I'm responding to all comments, getting involved in the conversation. Obviously, legendary crash out, you know how it gets. This whole Chelsea team deserves corn today. Jorgensen as well. Abdi, this is all your fault as well. Fucking Danish ambassador, bruv, telling me Jorgensen's the answer. I'm 99% sure you've never said that, but at the same time, we are so far off where we need to be. Like, it is genuinely, I don't understand. I texted Abdi midway through the second half. Give me 250 mil. I'm building a better team than this. Give me 250 mil in my pocket right now. I'm going out there and spending it on a team that can compete for the Champions League within 12 months. The fact that we have spent £1 billion, bro, I wasn't trying to get, I'm not trying to get involved with it. I wasn't too phased with it. I was thinking, yeah, project, you know, in 2-3 years, we're going to be dominating Europe, We're closing in on 5 years. 5 years, no silverware. Bruv, I was beefing Charms 3 days ago because he was talking about, the football's improved, we're playing better attacking football, I'm like, who are you? Arteta, bruv. Who are you? An Arsenal fan, a Tottenham fan, to be happy with the style of play when we're winning absolutely fuck all? We could have played Route 1 for 90 minutes tonight. I couldn't give less of a fuck. I would so much rather we go back to basics and we play horrible, miserable, disgusting football and we get results, because Jesus fucking Christ, we are trying to force things that just ain't right. We're trying to force things that just ain't a problem. Like, 2 goals tonight came from us playing at the back. But the first 2 goals came from us fucking about at the back. And that's the first. I am all for playing out from the back. I'm all for, and I know that's a big thing in youth football now, is encouraging people to play from the back. Make sure you pass on the floor, etc. If in doubt, get it out. When did this fucking phrase disappear? When did these phrases, right? When did these simplicity, when did these basics, these fundamentals of football disappear? Don't play a flat pass across your box was one of the first things I was taught. If in doubt, get it out. Do not fuck about at the back when you don't need to. If you're 4-0 up, fucking go for it. Play some lovely football. Try and string some passes together at the back in your final third. But we're a 0-0, 1-0 down, and we're trying to fuck about with players that we know aren't familiar with each other, haven't played with each other for extended periods. This isn't a centre-back pairing that we are happy and comfortable. Levi Colwill, I've got to go in early doors. What the fuck has happened to Levi Colwill? Colwill was probably still is one of my, no, fuck that. Shalaba's my favourite centre-back. Colwill was my favourite centre-back at the start of the season. He was the guy I was thinking, you know what? This year is Colwill's year. He plays every single game in the Premier League. He gets in that left side of centre-back. Starts to show Maresca what he can do. Starts to show the rest of the world what he can do. There was a reason that Brighton wanted him for fucking 60 plus mil. This guy's unbelievable, but the last few games, I mean, I've been hesitant to call him out last couple of games. He's been poor, but there have been a few other Chelsea players that have been poorer. So it's been one of those where I can kind of get away with not really mentioning him. I know there's a little bit of favoritism in there, but today, brother, I'm hearing you lot. I'm hearing every single person that says Cole's a donkey. Like, what? Like, there's been 2-3 situations this season. What was the one where he got fouled? Not fouled, but he went down, where he gave a goal. Was it Brighton last week? Where he gave a foul away? It was a game recently where he gave a foul. Colwell's inexperience, naivety. I mean, at fault for the first goal, at fault for the second goal. Look, as a centre-back, there's no way you're not sticking your foot out. But, mate, this Chelsea team is so far from a side that I recognise. It is terrifying. Genuinely, as soon as we went 1-0 down today, that was it for me. I will pull up the receipts right now. I text Abdi. As soon as we went 1-0 down, I said, we are not scoring. You look at this 11, how much talent there is in there. Jadon Sancho, Pedro Neto, Cole Palmer, Christopher Nkunku. Can't score a single goal. Not even can't score a single goal against Brighton. Can't create a clear-cut chance. Let's just have a quick look, but I'm 99% sure one shot on target all game. I'm 99% sure. Let's have a quick look at the foot mob as well. Because there was not a single green rating. It's the first time this season I've seen not a single green rating. Right, stats, boom. Ball possession, 69%. And fuck all to show for it. 90 minutes of football, 70% of possession, 69% possession. Nothing to show for it, bro. 8 shots, 0 on target. 0 shots. 1 shot on target over 2 games against Brighton in a week. When we lost last week, I was like, you know what? Huge L, no much reaction. That was fucking miserable. But you know what? If we're going to choose one game out of the 2 to win, it's going to be the Premier League. Obviously, you're going to prioritise that. We can come back. We've got more than enough to beat Brighton. My brother in Christ. Where do we go from here? What is next for Chelsea? You look at this running we've got. We've got, what was it, 25 games played? 13 games to the end of the season. Let's have a quick look at the fixture. Let's have a quick look at the teams. Because I know for a fact half of the teams that Chelsea have got to play. I mean, next game's Southampton. Next game's Aston Villa. Lost that. At Aston Villa. Lost that straight away. Southampton, relegation battle. Probably lose that. Leicester City, Enzo Maresca vengeance. Probably lose that. Brentford at Arsenal. Lose that 100%. Tottenham, they're on a comeback. Lose that. Brentford, bogey team. Lose that. Ipswich, probably lose that. Fulham, lose that. Everton, lose that. Liverpool, obviously lose that. Newcastle, lose that. Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, lose that. Forest, last game of the season, lose that. I'm done, bro. Season's gone. Season's done. That was it for me tonight. Season is done. If we make top 4, it is a miracle. If we make top 4, I mean, look, I'm not Maresca out. He's got to apologise tonight. He's got to apologise. Tonight has to be the first game where he comes out and says, I am sorry for how he played tonight. That was embarrassing for the Chelsea fans. I feel so badly for the Chelsea fans that travelled to Brighton. The fact that we are Brighton's banter club, the fact that Brighton can banter us. I was sitting there at half time thinking, oh yeah, if anyone says anything, I can, go back to that Tottenham tweet. I'll go chat to Brighton and then, man, we ain't been on Brighton's level for time. We ain't been on Brighton's level for 6, 12 months, 18 months. Like, they play better football, more consistent than us. Yeah, it is. Someone's just said on the Instagram, 2 wins in 9 games. Our away form is dire. When was the last time we won an away game? Last time we won an away game was Astana in the Conference League. And before that, in the league, was Tottenham, 8th of December. It's been 2 months, over 2 months, since we've won an away game. And as much as I hate Carragher, couldn't fault anything he was saying tonight. He was slagging us off consistently. Oh, you're right. Away form is what you judge by. Away form is dreadful. You're not wrong. I hate the cunt, but he's not wrong. We are diabolical. And tonight, worst performance under Maresca, hands down. Easily the worst performance under the Maresca regime. But my issue, and very quickly, I'm going to go into the comments in a sec. My issue is going forward. My issue is I can't believe we got rid of João Felix. I cannot believe we were happy to sanction the loan of João Felix. And Maresca's got the audacity to come out and go, we're not looking at signing any free agents. Free agents, bruv. We've got a £60 million Golden Boy winner. 117 million quid rated striker. Fucking rotting on the bench that we've had to send out. The fact that, look, I rate Tyreek George very highly. He's not ready physically for the Premier League. The fact that we have, after making that one enforced substitution in the first half, the fact that we have Tyreek George and nobody else on the bench speaks volumes. How the fuck this Chelsea squad went from the deepest squad and most prep squad in the league, probably in Europe's top 5 leagues, to bang in the mix with everyone else. We're about as thin as Man City right now. We're thin as United. We're thin as anybody else in this. We're thin as Arsenal right now. In terms of our attacking options, we're looking at fucking Mark Gue. We're looking at under 19s, under 21s as our fucking number 9. Like, I said before the game, I'd rather Palmer number 9 than Nkunku off of recent performances. What the fuck did Palmer offer today? I mean, I'd rather fucking you know what it reminded me? And I've always got PTSD. If Chelsea play a false 9, one performance sticks out to me. If you're on it, comment right now. What's the one performance? If you're saying Chelsea false 9, what's the one performance that sticks out in your head, in your memory? Because there is one performance that was miserable to me that sticks out as a reason we don't play a false 9. And anybody in the comments, I'm not reading just yet, but Instagram, YouTube, get at me, fucking comment right now before I answer the question. The game, I can't remember what year, but it was Andre Schürrle against Manchester United. And we had Eden Hazard in the squad. We had the option to play multiple number 9s, and we played Andre Schürrle as a false 9. I'm pretty sure it was a 0-0 or a draw. It was pretty fucking miserable. But we've never been a false 9 side. We've never been that team, man. We've always been a target striker, a target man squad. This team is crying out for a presence in number 9. I mean, Nkunku today, look, if you go by his stats, he had a good game. Pass completion, fantastic. Take-ons, fantastic, whatever. He did fuck all in that final third. I have no idea how he managed a 6.2 rating. It was sub 5. Sub 5 from him. Sub 5 from Palmer. Sub 5 from everyone, man. I don't know how Jorgensen has the only red rating on there. That was the worst Chelsea squad, worst Chelsea performance I have seen in 100% this season, but in a while. I'd say in the last 2 seasons, worse than any Poch performance. That was defunct of threat. Like, at no point did I think we were going to score. Not even come back. As soon as it hit 1-0, I text my boy, that's it, we're over, we're not scoring. As soon as it hit 2-0, game over. 3-0. I ain't even paying attention, man. 2 reds. I'm not bringing up another comment until we get a Purple Patch episode going. It's all well and good when you're top of the league. James Tarkowski for the win. What happened to Colwell today, man? I am Colwell's biggest, up there with Colwell's biggest fan. I think he's a superb defender. The ability to split the lines, distribution, superb. I think he's been cool-headed. He's had a bit of pace about him. Fantastic timing, tackling. Oh, mate, it is all gone to pot. I don't know whether he is a different player when he's playing alongside an experienced centre-back, whether that's what he needs. He needs someone to sit there and tell him kind of what to do, where to be, when to attack the ball, when to go for it. But I thought this year was his year, man. I thought this was his breakout season. I thought this was when Colwill was going to stamp his name on the squad, be that constant fixture in that back four, whoever was playing at right centre back, and come through and push through and have that Reece James breakthrough season. But he's regressing game on game. I love the guy, man. I think he's quality. And I've said multiple times this season and previously, future Chelsea captain, future England captain. He's a player I would not sell at any cost, at any price. I think he's superb. Last few games, he's been diabolical. He's been so poor. And not just his defensive qualities. My main issue with this Chelsea team is they are pussies, bruv. They are pussies. They are... I can't say what I want to say. I'll get cancelled, bro. They are the F word, bro. They're too far gone. They are getting knocked out in the street, one punch type pussy holes. Like, brother, these Chelsea players... It rhymes with Haggart, bruv. These Chelsea players, they need a good fucking talking to. The majority of them do this for Instagram. The majority of them do it for social media. They do it for the paycheck. They don't do it for the pride. They don't do it for the badge. If I could, and this is where I start to appeal to YouTube and Instagram, crowdfund me. Crowdfund me a little pass to go into the dressing room. I guarantee you I'll slap the fucking shit out of each and every single one of those, man. If you lot put, bruv, if I start a GoFundMe and you lot put a fiver to, bruv, however much I need to get access to that dressing room and fucking backhand the vast majority of those individuals, brother, I feel bad, like chatting down on my youngers, like they're younger than me. I feel bad talking like I'm older, obviously not in that position, not a professional footballer. But like, you've got to be challenged mentally and or physically to be that bad at football. I have never had a game that bad in my life. Ever. I've had some stinkers. I've played some horrible 90 minutes. I've been sent off after 30 seconds of football without even touching the fucking ball. I've never had a stinker like that. Never to this day. I would rather have got sent off after 30 seconds than done what the majority of those Chelsea players did today. Fucking swan about doing fuck all. At least if you get sent off, you care. You've shown you got fucking passion. Today, 11 man swanning about the gaff, doing whatever the fuck they wanted, thinking they were Billy Big Bollocks. We've been turned over twice in a week by Brighton, a team that I said first half, I was like, these men are getting unbearable. Their fans are worse than Arsenal fans, booing fucking Cucurella, Caicedo, Sancho, booing everyone. Like, we're different age mates. Correct, we're different age mates. They are so much better than us. So much more developed as a squad. In terms of everything. Behind the scenes, team, mate. It is genuinely terrifying. Like, we've had the whole reason I started this channel was during COVID, during the Potter Lampard era, where I thought, you know what? If I'm going to be sitting here watching Chelsea get fucking battered every single week, if I'm going to be miserable every single week, I might as well jump on YouTube and talk about it. I might as well share my thoughts, my sentiments, my reactions. 2 years later, and there has been no progression. Yes, we've had little milestones here and there. Yes, we've signed some great future prospects. Yes, the team arguably looks better set for the future than it did 3-4 years ago. We are as volatile, as unpredictable, as poor as we were in the season after the Champions League. And the most worrying thing is, we've been stable for a while. Winston Lee out. Stewart out. We ain't going to get Clearlake out. As much as we all want Clearlake, Bowley, Egbali all out, they ain't going to go out because at the end of the day, they've got to recoup the money they spent on this Chelsea team. And nobody right now is spending billions on this Chelsea team until we get European football, proper European football, that is. But I've said it for a while. Chelsea fans can do more. We can do more. And you see, I can't believe I'm about to liken us to these, man. But you see Tottenham fans getting active, protesting Levy. They know full well it's not the players, it's not the club, it's not the manager, it's the owner that's focused purely on making money, on filling his own profits, on filling his own pockets, on profit. That is all they care about, all they ever will care about. As soon as they get to that stage, it's cash in, put more money in the pocket. And that's what Chelsea's become. Over the last 4 years, we've known subconsciously, we've been very aware of what's going on in the squad, but at the same time, we've been far too passive. I ain't seen a single protest. I ain't seen a single Clear Lake out banner. And I know they give all of the tickets to fucking tourists and Americans. And I believe me, the amount of times I have been to Chelsea this season and been surrounded by Americans, by tourists, and I fucking hate it. There is nothing I think can be worse for a football team than an atmosphere than tourists. With all due respect to the people pumping money into our economy, fuck off. You're not welcome. You're not wanted. Fuck off. Paying 300 quid for a fucking Chelsea ticket against a fucking league side, not on, mate. Give it to someone that actually gives a shit. And that's the main reason Chelsea are so fucking poor. Definitely at home. But away from home, I mean, our fans are elite. That was supposed to revitalize us. That was supposed to be one of our big USPs. But today, I mean, it speaks volumes that you see the entirety of the fan base was chanting Roman Abramovich's name at halftime. The only chant I heard from Chelsea fans throughout 90 minutes was Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich. I mean, chant of the season goes to Brighton, all that money and you're still shit. Tariq Lamptey, he left because you're shit. Imagine this Chelsea team with Tariq Lamptey, Ola Aina, Hall, Livramento, fucking Hudson-Odoi, Tammy Abraham. Brother, we'd be so much better off. We've spent £1.2 billion. Who'd you miss, Gio? Who'd you miss? Which one? Because I miss all of them, bro. I would trade this Chelsea team for that 2019 team, 2021 team in a heartbeat. All those academy graduates, all those man that would have died for the badge. Oh yeah. I would kill for Roman Abramovich. If any of you have ever watched How I Met Your Mother, Barney Stinson would have told you it's the dream to go to jail for a bro. 2 bros I'd do that for. Eamon and Roman Abramovich. I'd catch a life sentence for him. I'd catch an M for him. What he did for our club, what he did for my childhood, bro. I'd catch an M. I'd take a life sentence for Roman Abramovich right now. Like, genuinely, I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know how I've spoken for 28 minutes on this. I know I've been ranting and chatting shit. I genuinely, worst performance in over 24 months. Valibura, that's the only player I wouldn't have back. That's the only player out of all the players, actually 2 players, him and Gallagher. YouTube, can you guess who's the one player I would, I'm lying. There's multiple players I wouldn't take back. Right. Kai Havertz, I wouldn't take back. Camera's gone, trust me. Kai Havertz, I wouldn't take back. Conor Gallagher, I wouldn't take back. One more, I wouldn't take back. One more player that's absolutely flopped at the club he was supposed to be at. Home, Mace, home. Yeah, he can fuck off. No interest in that whatsoever. However, I'll tell you one thing for free. You put Olivier Giroud in this team, we score tonight. You put Olivier Giroud in this team, we've got 5, 6 more goals this season. Someone said to me in the first half, after the second goal, they were like, Danny Welbeck, bro. Danny Welbeck. You man just conceded that Danny Welbeck. I was like, brother, do you understand how valuable Danny Welbeck is? Do you understand what a profile Danny Welbeck is? If Chelsea had a Danny Welbeck, an experienced striker that just sits in the 6-yard box and does fuck all else but finish, brother, I would sign Danny Welbeck tomorrow. I'd sign Diego Costa tomorrow. I would sign Giroud tomorrow. I would sign anybody that could I'd sign Peter Crouch tomorrow. Anybody with a presence in that number 9 box, I'd sign. Because, listen, I like Jackson, man. I like Nkunku. I think he's a fantastic player. He is not a striker. He is not it. He is not that guy. He is... Listen, NA, I don't think he should... It's tough. It's one of them. I think he's good enough to find a position in this squad. However, tonight showed me he ain't able to be facilitated. He ain't able... Like, he was god-awful tonight. You look at the stats and he played well. What was it? 100%? But let's have a quick look. When I last checked, it was 100% pass completion, 3 passes in the final third. Stats look fantastic. Awful performance. Right, played 90 minutes, Nkunku. Completed 33 out of 36 passes, 92%. 0 accurate crosses. 6 passes into the final third. Lost 3 duels out of 3. 1 ground duel, 2 aerial duels. If that doesn't prove to you, as a Chelsea fan, if that don't show you how important Nicholas Jackson is, I don't know what I've gone for you. If you're still, if after that performance, you're still Nicholas Jackson out, you need to go and read some textbooks, man. You need to go back to AQA, bro. You need to go back and do the fucking foundation football, bro. You need to go and do basics, man. I'm not talking about GCSE, bro. If you can't see what Nicholas Jackson brings to this team, not just in terms of being a presence in the 9, which he ain't even fantastic at, but if you can't see what he brings to us in terms of the link up, in terms of the threat going forward, being a presence, going and putting pressure on the defense, the last man. I didn't see Nkunku do that once tonight, bro. He drops deep fantastically. Fucking Jackson does that and all. But Jackson also goes and plays the long ball, goes and plays behind, goes and looks for that pass, goes and stretches it. There's only so many times I can sit here and say, Nkunku is an unbelievably talented footballer. Technical ability is superb. But the guy ain't suited to the Premier League, ain't suited to Chelsea. Get him gone. I'm done. That's it. I'm fed up of being fucking nice. I'm fed up of sitting here and being like, oh, they might see my video. Oh, they might take a... Fuck off, bruv. I'm not sitting here spunking my fucking taxpayers' money. 200 grand, 150, 200 grand a week he's earning. Fucking £1 million every single month, bro. For me to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, no, give him another chance. Fuck off, man. I'm done. That's it. Fuck off. I've had enough. It's got to that point where the performances aren't improving. The players aren't performing. Maresca has been found out. As so many Leicester fans told us last season, he got found out around Christmas and his plan B was diabolical. Every team knew how to work around it. They won the league, but they dropped so many points in the second half of the season. I can see that happening again. It is typecast. It is set in stone already, bro. I am ready for the worst run of form. Chelsea ain't won an away game in 2 months. I'm ready for that to become 3, 4, 5, 6, bro. Bro, I'm looking at these Chelsea games. I'm looking at these fixtures. We are not winning, bro. We'll be lucky to win the Conference League. Charms and I were sitting here at the start of the season saying, you know what? Anything less than a Conference League win is a disgrace. Genuinely to this club. If we don't win the Conference League, disgraceful for that level. I don't see us winning it. I see us losing to fucking Legia Warsaw, Vitor, Guimaraes, whatever their name is. Fiorentina are about 6 leagues ahead of us. Genuinely cannot see us winning. Cannot see us performing. I just think in terms of the main thing is the naivety, the inexperience, the lack of age. I feel like that is going to hurt us in the big games when teams want to park the bus, when teams want to make it difficult. This Chelsea team have no interest. No interest whatsoever. And it like, I said it before, I say it again. I could have done so much better than so many of those individuals tonight. And Carragher was going on. And tonight was the first time that I've actually, you know what, he pissed me off for about 85 minutes. But Chelsea were that bad that it got to the point where I was agreeing with him. But he was talking about, this new man-for-man system. I don't like it going man for... Brother, if you don't like man for man, you can't count. There's 11 man on their team, 11 man on our team. Everyone has a fixed position, and you've got an opposite number. Ain't hard to man mark, bro. But for these Chelsea players, it's rocket science. For these Chelsea players, it's all over the shop. It's attacking, it's defending, it's set pieces, both ways. I don't know if Enzo Maresca's confusing them. If maybe this inverted situation or the formation he wants to play is something that is technically too far ahead of these Chelsea players. I don't know. At the end of the day, bruv, it's football. I genuinely don't understand. I'm a bloke that will not talk to someone if he loses on a fucking Monday night 5 versus 5. I do not understand how they can go out there and put out a performance like that. I would have taken minimum 2 heads off. Minimum, bro. Cole's head would be rolling on the floor, and Kunku's head would be rolling on the floor. Sancho's head would probably be rolling on the floor. What did he come on after? 17, 20 minutes? Did fuck all. Brothers up against Joel Veltman. Need I say more? Jadon Sancho versus Joel Veltman. And Joel Veltman won every single time. The most dangerous winger we had today was Tyreek George from a substitute appearance, who created 1 chance, which Nkunku squandered. Great save from Verbrugge, but the fact that we've got no subs, we've gone from the deepest team in the Premier League to a team that can't even fucking cover our own arse. It is genuinely tough. Okay, we don't want to. We don't want to. We did Maresca did in his press conference. They asked about Washington. Maresca said, we're not blocking it. We're letting him go. We're letting more striking options leave. And he confirmed we're not trying to sign a free agent. Not sure I'd want a free agent, but you know what? At the same time, I'd fucking take anyone right now. Abdi, put in a transfer request. I'd take you up top right now, bro. Chido, Obi Martin, get him in. I'm not quite Enzo Maresca out, and I'm interested to hear both on the Instagram and the YouTube. If you're on the Instagram, by the way, go over to the YouTube so I can get involved in the comments. Link is in my bio. Are you Maresca out yet? Are you Maresca out? I'm not. Because I do feel like Maresca is a mouthpiece. Maresca is very much a proxy for the club, their opinions, their direction, their ideas. And look, while I don't like that, I like someone that fucking stands up for himself and can admit when they're wrong. And this is where I might have to eat my words. I'm going to go and look at Enzo Maresca's post-match conference now. But yeah, man, I feel like there's only so many excuses you can come out with. And tonight, he's got no excuses. Like, the talent was there. Even with a pretty stretched bench, we've got more than enough to do the job. He's played against them a week before. He should have the game plan figured out. He's able to make changes. Does so minimally. Yeah. Fuck knows, bro. Fuck knows. Definitely not sacking Maresca before the end of the season. In my opinion, I don't think there is any good to come from sacking Maresca. We saw that last year. I mean, we've seen that for the last 2 years. Look, last year, obviously, Poch finished the season well and he turned it around. And a lot of people that were Poch out had turned around and become Poch in by the end of the season. But the year before that, it became a write-off. Lampard came in, didn't play the loan players. didn't develop the team, and it just kind of stagnated for 15, 20, 10, 15 games. I've got no interest in that now. If we're going to build, we build. If you're going to do something, you do something now, and you get someone in now. And look, I'll be honest, I still, and this goes against everything I've said in the last 40 minutes, I'm still backing Maresca. I'm still hesitant to say move him on. Like, there's in the last 4 years, the main thing we've lacked is stability, other than fucking trophies, silverware. The main thing we've lacked is stability. And that is what he can provide us. He might not be the finished article, the ideal manager. But look, at this point last season, I was back in Poch. You know, obviously I was Poch out after the Brentford game, but he went on that run after the game and I was like, you know what? Fucking give him time. If you get someone else in, they're just going to have to start from square one again. It's going to be back to route one, back to the start of the project. Can't be asked to do that. We did that ultimately because the Chelsea sporting directors and owners do not listen to the fans one bit. That has become fucking clear. But we've got to take action. We have to do something. And it has to come in the form of a banner. It has to come in the form of, I don't even know. We can't not buy tickets because they'll sell them to tourists. So as dear as it's going to be to the majority of people, next cup game maybe, because Premier League games, I know they're fucking 60, 80 quid minimum a pop. Next cup game, we've got a fucking boycott, man. I'll buy as many tickets as I can. We've got a boycott. We've got to get these, man. We've got to get a message across to these owners, man. It's getting stupid. Like, they've been running the club how they want for 4 years now. And we've put up with it because it's part of the process. It's part of the project. And we've been saying there is light at the end of the tunnel. Fucking Ange Postecoglou, thank you so much for saying that phrase. Every time I think there's a light at the end of a tunnel, it's a fucking oncoming train. That's how I feel with Chelsea right now. It is every time. It is one step forward, 2 steps back. Every time we feel like we're making progress, something goes wrong. Something goes tits up. And this Chelsea side is just not equipped in the personnel, the manager, through to the back room. No one is experienced enough to deal with adversity. And this Chelsea side, while we thrive on success and winning, and that's what we always have done, we've built this for the last 20 years. We've built our foundations on being perpetual winners. We've got to have a backup plan. There is nothing that gives me more anxiety than not having a backup plan. And tonight proved to me, Nkunku ain't a backup plan, bruv. Nkunku, as Maresca's been saying all season, Nkunku ain't an iron. With Gu injured, we're fucked. No Mudryk, Nkunku's not good enough. Gu's injured. Washington's back off to Santos. McNeely can't get a call up to save his life. And the rest of the strikers are 16 years old. Mayuka, I mean, you've got to question it. You've got to question the long-term plan. Is while I've been sitting here and I've been happy to say, spunk your millions, spend your millions, spend it on this 16-year-old that's going to be the next greatest thing, the next Messi. I can't wait to see him in 3 years. I'm sitting here now thinking, I mean, it's still 3 years until he joins, and we're shit now. Like, we're not ready to accept a world-class player. We need to build a good quality side before we start signing these world-class talents and start signing these luxury players that realistically ain't going to be doing up team play, ain't going to be passing the ball, ain't going to be doing up link-up. They're going to be doing it themselves. Esteban Willian, he ain't fucking trading passes with Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez. He's doing it himself. And I just feel like this Chelsea team lacks a solid base. And Gabriel, you're not the first person to say it. You're not the first. You won't be the last. Charms and I are both firmly in the camp. And I don't know whether this is a generational thing. I say generational like I'm fucking 40 years old. I'm 27 years old. Football has changed so drastically from when I grew up to what it is now. Small things. Like when you coach a 5-6-year-olds team now, you're telling them to play out from the back. They're encouraged to play out from the back. The attacking team is not allowed to press so that the team can play out the back. Back in my fucking day, you hoofed it. There was none of this fucking about at the back. None of this none of this trying to play triangles in your own fucking box. As I said earlier in the video, don't pass it across your box. If in doubt, get it out. Get goal side. Where have the basics of football gone? Because realistically, if Chalobah had got properly goal side, listen, I'm not taking anything away from Mitoma because that goal, unbelievable. World-class ability, the touch, the cut inside, and even the finish. You could ask Jorgensen to do a bit more. Even the finish was quality. The goal itself was world-class. But, bruv, I don't want to sit here and say, I wouldn't let that happen. Bro, if I'm Chalobah, I'm dropping 3 yards. I ain't trying to get tight to Mitoma like that. Like, where's the common sense? Where is the logical thought process? Trevor Chalobah is never, ever, in a million years, in a million universes, ever going to be able to keep up with Mitoma. Why the fuck's he trying to win a foot race? I think he's a quality player and a good addition to this back line. Brother, what was he thinking there? What were the Chelsea... I mean, the Chelsea defence as a whole was diabolical today. The first thing I note, as a centre-back, and this is not even playing professional football, this is playing fucking five-a-side, power league, whatever you want to call it, playing minimal level on a Monday night. If I'm playing against a centre-forward that is better than me, that has better control, that is better with the ball and difficult to get the ball off, I'm giving him yards. The worst thing you can do with a quality centre-forward is get touch tight. The worst thing you can do with a technical player is get touch tight. Because they're going to see that, have one arm on you as they bring it down, turn you, brother. It is basic. And I ain't going to lie, this is something you learn with age. This is something you learn with experience. I wouldn't have done this 4 or 5 years ago. I probably would have gone in for the challenge. But the older you get, the more experience you have, you learn that there are the perfect example, Thiago Silva. He knew he wasn't the most athletic. He knew he was playing against these 19, 20-year-old strikers that could absolutely skin him if they wanted to. But all he had to do was time his challenge correctly, was take a couple of steps back, assess the situation, figure out where to attack it. And that's where you put brain over brawn. And that's where someone like Levi Colwill is slipping down. Is a centre-back that I thought had not just the physical ability, but the mental ability to kick on and push those boundaries, to be that next level of defender. If the last 2 weeks have proved me anything, it's that Colwill ain't ready for that. I mean, the good news Fofana's back. I mean, if I was to say right now to everyone on the Instagram, to everyone on the YouTube, including players on loan right now, who's our biggest attacking threat from centre-back? Because it ain't Fofana, it ain't Colwill, it ain't Adarabioyo, it ain't Chalobah. It's Disasi, bruv. We've got one centre-back that can score from set pieces. And we've sent him on loan to Aston Villa. We've got one quality utility player that we've sent on loan to AC Milan. I guarantee you, my last short before tonight was I can't believe we've let João Felix go. My short tonight was we've made a big mistake letting João Felix go. I guarantee you, these Chelsea fans are screaming for João Felix in 2-3 weeks. Guarantee you that is the fuck up of the season. Letting him go on loan without getting a replacement in is the fuck up of the season. Guaranteed. We are in big, big trouble. More good news. Fucking great, Abdi. Listen, Malcolm, I hear it. he got recalled from loan and he ain't in team training. What was the point of recalling Datra Fofana from team training, from fucking Turkey? Absolutely diabolical decision making. Go on then. Let's have a look at Twitter. Let's get fucking miserable then. Let's hear what Maresca has to say about tonight. Oh, hold on. Trump takes questions at the White House.
Mr. President, people in India would be welcoming your decision to extradite the
Wait, Abdi, are you on the YouTube? Abdi, put in the comments. Are you on the YouTube? Are you on the Instagram? Well, go on. Comment. Where are you? Quick. I need to show you this. I need to show you this fucking Twitter clip. Brother. Abdi, where are you? Right, Abdi, I'm assuming you're in the fucking YouTube. If you're not, pay. Yeah, there you are. Wait, hold on. Fuck. Screen share. Fuck. This ain't even funny, bro. You can tell man's had 4 Guinnesses. Where the fuck is the share screen button? Present. Share screen. Share screen. Window. Wait, can you hear this audio? Hold on.
Mr. President, people in India would be welcoming your decision to extradite the Habib Rana to. I can't understand a word you say.
I said I can't understand a word you're saying.
People in India would be welcoming your decision to extradite the Habib Rana to. I can't understand a word you say.
Wait, Abdi, can you hear the audio on that? Just for future reference. Because that's like the 4th time I've shown a meme on thingy, but I haven't even clocked until now if you can hear it. Oh, yeah, mate. Whoever just said on the Instagram, get Diego Costa for 6 months. I saw a fucking thingy saying Arsenal were going in for him. Yeah. I'd rather pay him. You not heard of your volume button, bruv? Well, you broke. Can't afford volume on your phone. All these fucking artists signed your name. He's got all these bills in fucking portfolios, all these fucking millions in streams. Bro can't even afford a functioning volume button. Also, bruv, call Brandon. I texted him earlier saying, are you coming London in February or what? And he just aired me. Fucking pussy, yo. He's probably fucking seeing his bird or something gay. Something homosexual, like seeing his missus on Valentine's Day. Bruv, name me something gayer than chilling with your girlfriend on Valentine's Day. Yeah, we are a joke of a club. Do you know the worst thing as well? Is you say that I genuinely don't enjoy watching us play. So I've been watching a fair amount of the under 21s, the dev squad this year, because they've got some quality individuals. And I've been watching it to kind of see like, right, they're the next up. They're going to transition into the team. Also, they tend to do a lot better than the normal team. They tend to win a cup. They tend to win 90% of the games. But I tuned into the under 18s. First time I've watched a full game this season on Wednesday. I was fucking spanked 5-1 by United. Fucking hell, they were diabolical. It was like watching fucking 14-year-olds that have never kicked a ball before. I'm 90% sure it's my fault. I can't lie. I'm 90% sure it's when I watch a game, they're shit. So my bad, I might take a weekend off. And if we all win, I'll stop watching Chelsea. But there you go, Gabriel. There you go, Gabriel. Listen, life is shit. I'm here trying to collect them to do a suicide pact. However, it could be worse. We could be Tottenham. And failing that, we could be United, who, without doubt, play the most miserable. Bruv, if Jose, I don't think he's in here now. Jose Ferreira. We need to have words, bro. We need to have serious words, bro. I know he's a Barca fan, so he ain't going to talk to me about Vinny Jr., who I already don't rate. But seeing these numbers that Anthony is putting up in La Liga, I got words about Lamine Yamal, you know. I've got questions. I've got problems with Lamine Yamal. This is stat padding at its finest. If I tell you I could have played tonight and done better than Shalabakot, bruv, I could play in La Liga and I could probably win multiple Man of the Match awards. I could probably win Player of the Season in La Liga, as I am now, 6 beers deep. All I'd have to do is score 4 goals from midfield and clamp someone they don't like. Hey, easy with a little bro. Easy. You're younger than me. I'm Unk. I'm owning the status. I achieved Unk status. I'm owning it. I'm nearly that, bruv. I'm like 6 months away from being an old head. I can't even lie. For no other reason than I'm just bitter as fuck. I fuck with it, innit? You work, you pay your taxes, you die. And during that, you watch Chelsea get pumped by multiple individual teams. All right, who else is joining the unction? That needs to be the new thing. You know, I might start that as the new thing because everyone keeps tweeting that as the joke thing. Oh, yeah, we'll start the unction. Da, da, da. Has anyone actually done, Abdi? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think anybody has actually started a genuine podcast or anything called like the unction. We need to get that trademarked. ASAP, bro. I don't know, bruv. Put Lamine Yamal in the G-Tech Stadium for 90 minutes up against Wisser and Mbeumo. Guarantee you he gets outscored. I guarantee you he don't beat Flecken. Bruv, send him to Goodison Park. Send Lamine Yamal to Goodison Park. He ain't outscoring Tarkovsky. He ain't outscoring Ndiaye. Bruv, honestly, from what I've seen from Lamar, I've got not a bad word to say. But from what I've seen from Anthony, my opinion has changed. Big time. And I kind of knew it was stat padded from when Bellingham was collecting fucking 15, 20 goals. I was like, right, this league's shit. Anthony, different level. Right. Seb, what are you telling me, my guy? I'm going to cut off the YouTube. Been here for nearly an hour. Fuck this team. Fuck this lark. I'm going to have a new episode of Chopping It Up with Charms for you tomorrow, talking about Nicholas Jackson's injury, Jadon Sancho as well. Some of it might be relevant to tonight. It was filmed before tonight from Charms and sent to me. I need to check it was sent and arrived. But Charms has sent me that, so it'll be through tomorrow morning. New episode of Chopping It Up with Charms. Academy Watch is pending. I need to do an episode, a deep dive on the fucking 15, 16-year-olds. That shows you just how bad this Chelsea team is right now, that we need to go a decade into the past to find anything positive. But yeah, rightly so. Camera's just gone off. Let me just fix it up. Let me just fix it up real quick. Just to say goodbye. Oh, boy. Fuck knows. There we go. Bruv. Chido Obi Martin. Listen. I'm like, bruv, FaZe, Seb, you say accept me. Accept you what? You ain't sent nothing. I've got no request, no nothing. Send a request to go live. I can invite you. Boom, invited. Right, I've invited you twice. You got to accept now, bro. All right, boom. Head over to the Instagram. Chido Obi Martin up next for Man United. Angel Heaven as well. Legit player. United have got a fucking team. I'll tell you that for free. But yeah, another Chelsea game, another Chelsea loss. I mean, we're back to it next week, but until then, you'll have more content for you in the meantime. Appreciate everybody that supported. Abdi, Malcolm, Gabriel, Stephen, Harshit, Seb, K-Box, everyone, man. I can't be asked to scroll through the whole thing. 2 Reds, everybody that's involved. Appreciate you, man. Love. Big up. Catch you very, very soon. Somewhat unbelievably, up the Chelsea.